Today, let's talk about purpose of marriage. What is the purpose of marriage? Marriage was created in a dispensation of innocence, and that is why the marriage institution is a holy institution. Number one purpose why marriage was created was because Adam was lonely. So invariably, it was because of loneliness God created marriage. Adam was created and put in the garden, and he named all the living things, the animals, the plants, and so on. But among all, he didn't see any that was a companion unto him. So Adam needed a helper, and that made God to create Eve for Adam as a helper. So marriage brings fellowship, companionship, and mutual help. Number two purpose why marriage was created was to bring stable home in which children can grow and thrive. Children who are born in a marital home oftentimes grow in love from both parents. If you take a look at our world today, where we have a lot of single parents, you will see a child who is raised by a father will be missing the mother figure. And such a child cannot in life be able to balance the reasoning of a father and a mother. And a child who grows up in a single home, which it is the mother who raised such a child, the child will lose out in the father figure. And such a child will grow up needing the father figure. If such a child is a woman, you will discover that the girl child will be jumping from one man or the other, all in the name of looking for that love, that father figure love that she has missed out from the foundation of her life. So that is why when children are being born in family, in marital family, where both couple are together in the marriage to bring up these children, you will see the child will not lack balance in father figure and mother figure. And to tell you, a daughter or a girl who grew up in a family where the father gave her love and give her the father-daughter talk, the father becomes the very first male in her life, and she learns a lot from her father. Such a girl will not grow up becoming loose, because such a girl will already be equipped with the information needed and the mindset needed for a relationship. And such a girl will not make serious mistakes in relationship, as most men who come her way will not be like a new thing to her, because of what she grew up in a home where a father was there to put her through, and she will learn a lot from her father. Same way with a male child who grew up in a home with the mom and the dad and watch them building a home together, becoming teammates, loving themselves, and showing the children how love is to be given, and how a husband is to treat the wife, and how a wife is to treat her husband. You will see that such a male child will not, in quotes, miss out in how to handle a woman, because of what he has gotten, the information or the way of handling a woman, because he's going to learn a lot from the dad, how the dad treats the mom, and he is going to also learn a lot from the mom, how the mom reciprocates the love of the father. So that is why marriage is to bring a stable home for children and help children to grow with balancing of how to treat male and female, how to treat the opposite sex, how to treat relationship, how to love in relationship. That is one of the purpose of marriage. Number three purpose of marriage. Marriage brings sanctifying effect for both couple. It enables them, especially when such couple do, the will of God in marriage. This enables the couple to submit to the will of God in the marriage. Every marriage have difficult moments and difficult dynamics. For two sinful people who come together, imperfect people who come together to create marriage, which is a holy union. For such people, they must submit to the will of God. Because it is only in obeying the will of God that you can have a successful marriage. No one ever will succeed in marriage without God. God must be the center of your union for such a union to survive. Without God in marriage, you can never succeed. Because the only thing that will make you to succeed in marriage, it is when you put God as the number one reason in that marriage. Because with God, you will understand the reason why he created marriage. Marriage was not from any human. It was God who created marriage. And with that, he has the manual to, a successful marriage. So without God in your marriage, it is very hard to succeed in such a marriage, because marriage is a difficult thing that comes with a lot of challenges and trials, which you can only succeed when you welcome God into that union and make him the center of such a union. So that is why, to succeed and have a successful marriage, you must put God first. The fourth purpose is that marriage protects individuals from sexual sin. Marriage will protect you from sexual immorality. That is what marriage is to do. Because even if you decide not to commit sexual immorality, even if you don't have the mind and you have killed your urge, or you just don't want to have anything to do with it, wherever you turn, you see sexuality exposed in the world. You see nudity and sexual innuendo everywhere. The temptation of sexual immorality is increasing every day, every minute of our lives. Because you walk on the street, you see naked women. You tune on your television, you see nudity everywhere. Is it on the internet that you get to see everything nakedness? So this has made sexual sin to be something that is so hard to avoid. So, but with marriage, it will help you to avoid sexual immorality. As in marriage, you practice sex in a good way, because sex is actually meant to be practiced in marriage. The only place you have sex without guilty conscience, the only place you have sex without fear of STD or any other sickness or any disease, it is in marriage. It is only in marriage as a woman that you will not be afraid of pregnancy. But without marriage, when you are pregnant, you see yourself going out looking for a way to abort or terminate that pregnancy, which is another sin. So, it is only in marriage that you can be pregnant and be proud of being pregnant. It is only in marriage that you can explore sex. You can, do whatsoever you want to do in sex, and nobody, or you will not feel guilt, nor your partner feeling guilt, because you have the license to do it in marriage. So that is why, the purpose of marriage is to prevent sexual immorality. Marriage provides a healthy place to express your sexuality. It is clear that God created, marriage to save us. God created marriage for our own good. So, when you choose to go into marriage, you have made the right choice because marriage was created for our own good and it brings good health to us. So, that is why marriage as a purpose to human beings is for us to have good lives and for us to have healthy relationship and also have sex without being, feeling guilt of it. So that is the purpose why God created marriage. It's for our own good and for a healthy society. In fact, above all, God created marriage to produce holiness in our lives. Marriage is to produce holiness in our lives. And also, it is in marriage that we can bring out godly children. May God bless us so we can know the purpose why God created marriage. And in knowing the purpose, when we go into marriage, we will surely follow the manual of God so that we can, be faithful to one another. And also, in being faithful to one another, we will be able to serve God in spirit and in truth through marriage. And when we know the purpose why marriage was created, then we will know that when we choose a partner, we are going to be doing the right thing, the will of God, in fact. And then we will treat our partner well and we will never consider divorce, as we will not do things that warrant divorce in the marriage. Then we will know that this vocation we have chosen, it is a vocation that we need to give in all our best to bring forth children that we will train to understand the purpose of marriage, so that after our generation, marriage will not end. Because the way the world is going is like after this generation, marriage would have been put to an end. And imagine where men are marrying men and women are marrying women. How do they, produce children? Because another reason for marriage is for procreation. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, give me a like, and I would like to, see your comments and engage you in the comment section. God bless you. I have other videos you can watch, comment, and like. God bless you.
Thanks for watching.